Not on air, Daddy. Not on air. Not on air.
My dad might be watching.
Watching something else that he didn't even need that day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's my
Great place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Downtown. That might be the only beautiful thing that is on the beach and not missing. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I believe that though. You told it. Yeah.
Go ahead. But when we started, there were less than 20 crews. That's K with a K.
Yes.
Crews, Mardi Gras crews, and there were less than 20, and now we can identify over 100.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
There's some that we know are a little bit secret, that sort of thing, and then there's a lot of people that call themselves crews that just show up.
Yeah.
But
Goodness.
let's talk about the science. Y'all
Okay.
want to?
Yeah, let's talk
I
Absolutely.
really want to talk about Saturday, tomorrow's big deal. At the
Yes,
Bank Center.
yes,
Mardi Gras.
yes.
But we have about 15 minutes, so let's want to run through a little bit of the science and the history.
Okay.
So I can tell you how we got kind of into doing it in the beginning. But what's interesting to me about Mardi Gras is the inclusion of
Mhm.
Mardi Gras. So think about July the 4th. Everybody's red, white, and blue, right?
Yep, yep.
But in Mardi Gras, you get with a group of people who have the same interests that you do.
Yeah.
And we all come together under that big umbrella of Mardi Gras. So
Yeah.
those 100 crews each have a different group of friends, a different group of passions, a
Yes.
different group of community that they do and
Yes.
live with and whatever. So we get it all.
Yes.
We only have a couple of rules. We got to have rules,
Absolutely.
but our rules are pretty simple. One is you don't have to make everybody happy, but you can't make anybody mad.
I love
Okay.
it.
I
And
like
so-
that.
So it's
Wow.
we use that all the time, but it's pretty simple, right?
Yes.
And because we do this for the community. So what would be smart about doing something for the community and making somebody mad?
Nothing.
Nothing, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to grow the community. It's become a big economic deal. I'll tell you about that. But the other rule we have is everybody is welcome. As long as you live by the rules, everybody is welcome.
Absolutely.
So the rules may be have liability insurance, pay an entry fee, whatever the rules are.
Yeah.
As long as you do it, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We're a big tent, everybody's welcome under. And for the 28 or 9 years we've been kind of doing this ourselves, that's been really, really important. It's great to see everybody come together
Yes.
in one place doing the same thing. It's free
Yes.
for parades to come. It's not free to be in it.
Yes.
But because there's expenses and
Absolutely.
You better believe
Absolutely.
But a real good buddy of mine, I think it's right at 31 years ago, asked me to help him line up the floats for the parade. He did it as a volunteer, and I said, I'd do it. I said, what's in it for me? And he says, well, I'll give you beer. So I got a couple of my buddies who also like beer, and we showed up to line up the floats, and we kind of did it the way he wanted to do it, and that's fine. But I felt like there was a better way to do it. So he had to stop. He got a job that he couldn't do it anymore, and he had to stop. And he asked if we would take that over. So we took over lining up the floats for a couple of years, and we did it our way. And I gave everybody that volunteered with us beer, and I got them a T-shirt.
You one up, didn't you?
Yeah.
The deal got better and better. So then the people we were lining the floats up for, they decided they couldn't do it anymore. They had done it for 25 or 6 years.
Oh,
They
wow.
decided they couldn't run the parade anymore, and so they gave the parade. They gave the parade to Fiesta. The Fiesta
Oh,
flags at the
yeah.
time. It's not called that anymore. It's
Yeah.
called Fiesta now. And Fiesta did it for a year, and they said, we'll do it if Danny will still line up the floats. So they did it for a year, and we lined up the floats, and it was great. And I made them give us a bottle of whiskey. So now we have a
And oh, I love it.
So
I love
had
it
a real
too.
good time.
Y'all
Each
high when
year.
I need that. I love that.
So we did it that way. And then the Fiesta office was behind in planning their stuff, Crawfish Festival, those sort of things. It was
Yeah.
right behind that. And they didn't have the time to do it. It was too much for them. And they asked me if we wanted to take it over. And I said, do you have a budget? And they said, yes. And they gave me their budget. And their total budget was about $17,000.
Wow.
And so what I said was, we're going to increase every one of these line items by about 10%. And we're trying to raise that much money, just a little over $20,000.
Okay.
We went out and got sponsors and figured out how many people would be in it and entry fees. And we put it all together to raise about that much money to put it on. And back in the time when that went down, to get special event insurance, you could only go out with your brokers to get a quote 30 days before the event.
Oh, wow.
And so 30 days before the event, we were ready to go, and we sent out for the quote. The line item for insurance was $1,500 on the invoice. The first quote we got back, $13,000, and we were way under budget.
Yeah.
And it was you can imagine.
Yes.
And so, the long story made as short as I can make it is, I just decided we'd write the check.
Oh.
So we did it for the community then, and basically that year lost about $12,000. But I call that my bacon and egg moment.
Okay.
Because with bacon and eggs, the chicken was involved, but the pig was committed.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We became committed. You see?
Someone said the pig was
So we then we went about trying to figure out how to make it cover itself.
Yes.
And that's what we've done. A couple of years ago, we applied for the bed tax money, which is people when they stay in hotels or rent an RV place or rent an Airbnb, whatever, they pay a penny in sales tax, and all that is collected by the county, and that money goes back into attracting tourists to Northwest Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And most of that money is administered by Visit Pensacola. We applied to Visit Pensacola for a marketing grant for $20,000 to market Mardi Gras to help it grow.
Okay.
And it was the seed money that allowed us to really grow Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah.
And then we decided we would go to TDC. We were kind of pushed. It was suggested to us to do that, to apply to the TDC for a bigger grant to make Mardi Gras grow, because it's it's between the holidays and spring break, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a good time to get people to Northwest Pensacola. So we went to the TDC. TDC, Tourist Development Council, is a board set up to suggest how that money is spent.
Yes.
And then the Board of County Commissioners ratifies it. And that's where the money gets shipped out.
Okay.
And we were able to go through, it was about a year and a half process, honestly. But we ended up getting a really good grant from the Board of County Commissioners. And that has allowed Mardi Gras to completely go to a different level.
I love it. I love it.
That grant is $250,000. And so we're able to market Mardi Gras all across the Southeast and bring people to
I love that.
And hopefully there's more bed tax dollars. We do a lot of studying and surveying and make sure of that to make sure that it's working.
Yeah.
But last year's Mardi Gras, the study that we did, that we hired professionals who do it, and they do it for Visit also. They work for Visit. We piggybacked a little bit, but we pay them. And that we did about 10,000 hotel rooms. 10,000 nights.
Oh, wow.
In Mardi Gras.
Wow.
Yeah.
In those 45 or 60 days.
Yeah.
And about $50 million worth of economic activity surrounding Mardi Gras.
Whew.
In Pensacola, Northwest Florida.
That is
Wow.
wonderful,
That's
though, for the economy.
The economy got
Yeah.
Yes.
That's everybody. That's grocery stores, convenience stores.
Absolutely.
You name it.
Yes.
And it's a lot. They did not even study what the crew members spent.
Oh,
Only what
no, they think the tourists.
community. Yeah. Well, it's the community too. But so all that said, it really has grown into be the bus is moving, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Slow the bus down. So here we are, a little bit of a tiger by the tail. And with that grant, last year was the first year. This is the second. With that grant, we were able to fund a new event, the Pensacola Mardi Gras Mambo. And there are crews in New Orleans and Biloxi and even in Orlando, there's some stuff. But there are crews that have a big citywide party where the crews all come together and they put it with national entertainers. Well, in Pensacola, the parade on Saturday before Fat Tuesday, which, as I said, this year is March the 1st, the parade is all those entries come together, and there's about 225 entries in the parade. Floats, cars, walking units, all sorts of things. And in the parade, but the floats all have sound systems, and they play great, fun, party dance music.
Yes.
So our idea is to have a Mardi Gras party and try to recreate the energy of the parade lineup and the parade inside a building. Let everybody come in their Mardi Gras gear, and we'll have Mardi Gras music, we'll have jazz, we'll have party music, and then we'll have national entertainers. Last year, of course, we had Flo Rida. He was amazing and unbelievable. And this year, tomorrow night, Saturday.
Tomorrow,
we
yes.
have Little John and Young Jock coming. And I don't know if I can say this on the air, but I think Little John's going to be here in an hour or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yay.
We'll see about that. And maybe I shouldn't have said that. But
no worries. We're excited.
But
It's
going to be great. So the doors open at 6:30 at the Bay Center tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tickets are on sale, by the way, at Ticketmaster. You can go there now. But we have multiple classes of tickets from a VIP experience, which there's not many left. It may be sold out at this point, but there's some left. And then floor seats, and then in what we call the bowl of the Bay Center. And then there's some general admission seats that are also very good, by the way. And those are $35. The VIP is $150. The others are in between.
Yeah.
So doors open at 6:30. We have the famous DJ Al Lau from Seville Quarter, who is going to be there and getting everybody kind of worked up with the wheels of steel, I think. And then Tim Jackson's New Orleans Rambler Band is going to play Mardi Gras anthems. It's a jazz, basically trumpets and drums and all that, and they're all of that. And then Mr. Big and the Rhythm Sisters are going to get everybody dancing and partying like you're at a fun wedding.
Yes.
And then Little John and Young Jock, and there's a little bit of a surprise.
Oh.
Can I let that out?
We love surprises. Go ahead.
Definitely love surprises.
So I believe Pensacola will be in the house.
Okay.
Because I think world champion Roy Jones Jr.
Oh.
And Roy, it may do a song or two.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
That's
they
right.
better not forget.
That's right. Y'all must have forgot.
Right. So we're excited about it. We're going to have a big crowd. I think we're right now at about 4,400.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
I think we can go up to about 500 or 5,500.
I think we can.
So we're in that's where we are right this minute. And it's going to be a really, really fun night of Mardi Gras and a concert and fun. And of course, Little John has hits of his own, but he also was a part of so many hits. And
he was.
Yes.
And he's given us, I don't know his show yet, but he's given us a list of songs that the DJ cannot play.
Oh.
So my hunch is that's what he's going to play.
I love it.
So they're all songs that Little John had something to do with, but not necessarily we know them as his songs.
Oh, I love it.
So we'll see.
I love it.
And
I hope y'all gave the DJ the list now. Okay, important.
Absolutely. He starts scratching his head. I can't play that. I can't play that. Little John knows music. He's been a part of a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Years,
really
decades.
Guy.
Yes.
He's into meditation.
Yes.
He preaches inner peace and all.
Yes.
So we hope to have some inner excitement.
Yes, I'm
At
excited.
the base of y'all come?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, well, we're excited
Definitely.
about that. And look, PensacolaMardiGras.com.
Absolutely. All one word.
PensacolaMardiGras.com is our website. And go there. There's a way to email us if you have a question. Those have been a tad overwhelming in the spirit of it's gotten so big, and we're a really small army of people. So, but we try the best we can to respond to everybody as quick as we can. And so you can ask us questions, but you should be able to learn about everything. On our website, by the way, is we send information out to the crews. It's complicated in that there's about 100 crews, and it's a lot. So you talk about herding cats, right? But it's a lot. But and so we send something out to them, and they send us information back. So on our website, there's a profile of about 70 of those crews, not quite all of them.
Gotcha.
But 70 of them they all have a crest, they all have a mission. You know, Mardi Gras crews are a real interesting dynamic when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Basically, as I say, it's people who have kind of the same interest, whatever that is. So there's a little of everything. There's all women, all men, only couples, only individuals. There's black, white, gay. You know, there's a little of everything.
There's everything.
It's wonderful, right? It's
absolutely all inclusive.
Name it all.
It's who we are.
Call it out. Call it out.
So we want to say really quick, thank you so much for coming in and informing us and helping us out. We are
giving us beats.
So we're already done 15 minutes.
Yes. And we are, don't take, yeah.
Okay.
But we are so excited about tomorrow night and about hanging out with you guys, Young John, Little John, Roy Jones,
And
and
let me
Roy.
tell you this, we're getting a crew royalty on stage with Little John. We're announcing them, introducing them. So not all the crews are buying tickets to come support their crew royalty.
Oh,
So
yay.
the crew royalty, we had at the kickoff event on the 4th, we had 31 floats in the street with crews. And so all those people get to bring their royalty to tomorrow night.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, we want to say thank you again so much to Danny for hanging out with us here.